Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the video that won the Patreon poll of the week, none other than Korpiklaani. With a new video, new song. They announced that they have a new album coming out in March, and the name of the song is Saunaan. I think story checks out.
Yeah, I don't know why my eyes played tricks on me, or maybe I'm just stupid, but I thought it was Satana.
Wow, that's
so far away, right?
That's so far away.
I think I just want to say Satana.
I think that's more than anything else.
Perkele.
That too. So anyhow, are you excited for some brand new Korpiklaani?
My soul needs some.
Right now, I feel the same way.
Dude, it's been the tough start of the year.
It was a rough end of 2023 with an even worse start of 2024.
But there are prospects.
I need something to put a smile on my face.
For this year that I'm very excited for, but it's still. I think I need something to rejuvenate me.
You need a pick me upper.
Definitely.
All right, so let's do this. Let's not delay any longer.
Missä valkoiset koivut ne humajaa, rannan harmaissa kivissä solajaa. Siellä paksuimman kuusenrunko narahtaa, nyt se kaatuu, korpimies parahtaa. Kohta kaadettu pölliä, korvellinen ja janojuomana nautittu saavillinen. Pää märkänä, selkää ja kolottaa. Kiuas, kuumaksi, nyt äijät saunaan. Tulta pisätään ja alko roihahtaa. Saunaan lähdetään joka ukko huutaa. Tuoda sitä saktia jekkoa kuumaa. Saunaan ei tarvi kohmelossa luuhaa. Lautet on täynnä ja kiuas on kuuma. Saunaan siellä on riemu ja rauhaa. Humallinen alta ja kuimessa vauhaa. Aamulla vasta pelti on niin. Kastelemasta ja alahuttiin. Koivunoksista vitsat väännettiin, kerrata kivistä kiuas kasattiin. Korpimiehellä raskas on työ, hanskat laulaa ja irtoaa yö. Savu silmissä alkaa jo kirvelee, ja tuli liemi kurkussa potelee. Joku jäähylle oven kava havuaa, löydyt karkaa, lautetaan aikaa. Lisää halkoamaan, ne kyllä koko ryöminnotaan. Saunaan lähdetään joka ukko huumaa. Tuoda sitä saktia jekkoa kuumaa. Saunaan ei tarvi kohmelossa luuhaa. Lautet on täynnä ja kiuas on kuuma. Saunaan siellä on riemu ja rauhaa. Humallinen alta ja kuimessa vauhaa. Aamulla vasta pelti on niin. Kastelemasta ja alahuttiin. Saunaan! Tuoda sitä saktia jekkoa kuumaa. Saunaan ei tarvi kohmelossa luuhaa. Lautet on täynnä ja kiuas on kuuma. Saunaan siellä on riemu ja rauhaa. Humallinen alta ja tulimessa vauhaa. Aamulla vasta pelti on niin. Kastelemasta ja alahuttiin. Alkoja perkele.
Considering the name of the song, I was expecting the video to be just a bunch of naked dudes in the sauna. I'm not gonna lie, that's what I was expecting. Like, having some drinks, sitting there, butt naked, throwing some water on the stones.
Oh, it's not butt naked. You have to have the towel around.
Yeah, but, if you're doing in your own sauna, I guess you don't have to have a towel if it's like your own.
True.
It's your own cooties, like, what the fuck? Like,
True.
who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
When you get the sauna installed in the backyard, is that what you're gonna do?
Exactly.
In the winter?
They have a Finnish company that does the those like it looks like a barrel, like
Yeah,
a wooden barrel.
I've seen.
It's actually the company is Finnish, but they're here in Canada, and they supply those to like cottage. Well, they supply to whoever wants to buy one, but most people buy them for their cottages and stuff. I would love to have one in my backyard. Are you kidding me? It would be fucking amazing.
And then have a blow up pool filled with ice water and stuff.
Why? You have snow all over the place. Just jump in the snow
Yeah,
afterwards.
But you're gonna do sauna all year round. It's not just a winter thing.
That's true, but why would you put water?
Ice water in a nice.
Like do a nice bucket challenge after?
No, because then you get out, you jump in the ice water, and then you go out and you go back.
I think in the winter time you have the snow. Like you just
okay,
just
but then
go in the snow.
during the summer.
During the summer or whatever. During the summer, it is what it is. Just have a hose outside, and then you can do one of those OnlyFans videos where the hose like sprinkling. And me going like this in slow motion.
Instead of the sauna.
Slow motion like this, whatever. Anyhow, I would love to have one of those. They look fucking amazing, though. They look fucking amazing.
They're probably like the best investment.
If I was gonna spend money on a backyard item, that's what I would go for versus like a hot tub. I would take that a million times over a hot tub. A pool, I'd rather. A pool. It's a lot to take care of. So what you do is you find a friend or you make friends with somebody who has one. And then you just hit their house all the time in the summertime. I'm planning on doing that with Carmine.
Oh, is he getting a pool?
He's got a pool already. He's got a fucking, like, what do you call it? Olympic-sized pool.
Really?
And it has a grotto and everything. Like, with a bench in one area where you can sit, you're inside the pool, but you're on a bench.
What?
Like, he's gone, like, full-on
when the fuck did they
Playboy
do this?
Mansion shit.
When did they do this?
This past summer, but it's ready. It got ready towards the end of the summer, so we're gonna christen it next summer during the Euros.
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
Oh, he's probably gonna get like the TV out there too.
Yeah,
just so we can...
he already has this like everything set up,
he's
like a 70-inch TV to watch fucking the Euro inside the pool while having chicken wings.
He's already ready.
I'm ready. So you don't spend money on a pool. You make friends with somebody who has spent money on a pool.
Knocking on his door. Hey, what's up, man? I heard you got a pool.
I already invited myself. He said I have a.
He gave you a key, right?
I have an open invitation anytime I want. So
he's gonna
he's gonna get tired of me.
He's gonna wake up at like 3 a.m.
and I'm already there.
And then he's gonna look outside and you're in the pool and he's like,
somebody's in my pool.
How'd you even get here? The fence was unlocked.
Yeah, that's good. That's going to be exactly what's going to happen. So, anyways, if I was going to invest on something, for me, the sauna would be it. To me, it's a way better investment.
I think you need
than the hot tub.
You need the blow.
Dude, there's something about being in a hot. Like, I don't know. I found the hot tub. Like, don't get me wrong. It's fun. Like when you do it like at a cottage, like we did in Iceland. It was fun and whatever.
Because it was cold outside of it.
Yeah, it was fun, but your own like what are you gonna do? Like sit in the hot tub by yourself? And then if you have people coming over, you're gonna have to scrub that shit up.
Yeah, and there's no health benefits to it. But with sauna, there's health benefits.
Yeah, I would take the sauna, and it looks cool too. It looks cool. So anyhow,
Bob was saying you gotta have that little kiddie pool with the ice water so that you can get out, jump in there during the summer, obviously because there's no snow. Jump in there and then get back in.
All right.
Because we're not gonna have like the thing in Tampere where there was like the hole in the fucking dock. And you jump into the lake.
No, but if you're gonna get a pool, then you get one of those outside the ground pools and make it like really cold, and then you can really jump in the water. But anyways, we're getting a little bit carried away with this thing. Let's get back to the song. This is the first single from Korpiklaani's upcoming new album. What do you think?
I like it, and at the same time,
I feel like there's a but coming.
No, there's no but. I think for me it was more of it's a good way to kick off an album. Like, it's a good way to it's a good first single, but it's not my favorite style of Korpiklaani songs.
Care to elaborate?
Well, like, this one is very dun 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 dun. Like, it's very, like, push forward, right?
Yeah, a lot of their songs. Like,
I
Beer
know,
Beer is like that.
The Beer is not my favorite Korpiklaani song.
Okay, so that's a different take.
It's a different take. It's not that I don't like them.
I think I'm getting to what you're
saying.
Exactly.
It's not that I don't like that style of Korpiklaani.
By the way, it wasn't a song that wasn't about drinking.
True.
So there's already that.
But my thing is, it's not that I don't like that style of that Korpiklaani style. I do. It's just not my favorite style that they do.
Okay.
Right?
So you prefer more of the storytelling.
I like this song, right? Like, I love this song. Like, I'm always gonna play it. But when it comes to my favorite style of Korpiklaani, it's always more of the storytelling and more melancholic. His voice lightens up a little bit, or when they do have the choruses, they come as more of a jovial bounce and less as a hitting. So like Sanatan Ma or whatever it was called in the last album,
something like that.
That one was good. The first single from that album, I cannot remember. It starts with a J, but I cannot remember how to pronounce it. That song is really good. But then a bunch of songs even from the previous album that are more melancholic and vocal-wise, they lighten up in certain areas, but then they have this intensity in certain areas. I like that mix, but this song had more of the intensity than the mix.
I feel I once you start elaborating, I understood exactly where you were coming from.
I don't think I'm alone either. I think a lot of people do also.
But I think there's a lot of people who are also on the other
side too, yeah.
Because I feel
but I'm
like
not saying I don't like it.
If you look at the last two records from Korpiklaani, the last two albums for me had less of this style and had more of the other style, which was the more storytelling, more like I wouldn't go as far as to say melancholic, but a little bit more emotional. Yeah, but it's a concept record, so you're obviously gonna have that. You're not going to have every single song in a concept record being all like, you're telling a story after all. Mm-hmm. Not every part of the story is you getting drunk. So anyhow, I feel like the last two records had a lot more of that style, that more emotional, I'm going to go with emotional. Yeah, a little bit more emotional, a little bit more dark, a little bit more somber style. Still with great folk melodies, but folk melodies that represent a little bit of darkness behind those melodies.
This is more party.
This is more like I said, like beer, and vodka. Like it's more like those songs like that. So I feel like there are perhaps a huge part of their fan base that after the last two albums are like, okay, when are we gonna get back into the drinking game? Or not drinking game, but like the drinking style, like
when
party.
When are we get that party Korpiklaani song?
Exactly. So I think after those two records, you probably have a huge amount of people saying, when are we gonna get back more into that, like party feel song? And there's gonna be people like you, like, hey, the last two albums were fucking great. I really enjoy more of that storytelling, that folkiness, but the folkiness comes from you telling a story that is based in a folky vibe, for a lack of a better term.
With very folky choruses and vocally less harsh in certain points, but harsh in others to less really bouncy. Give you... but it really gives you a sense of direction in the story, even if you don't understand the language. It gives you that sense of direction, right? So I'm not saying I don't like it. I do like their party-style songs, but they're not my favorite. But I do really like it. Korpiklaani doesn't.
But I honestly feel like the party ones are the ones that really brought them to the popularity that they.
But I also think party ones are perfect for singles and stuff like that. I think they're perfect, right? So
for a concert, this works.
And for a concert,
this works really well.
Really well
live.
I'm hoping though there are some of the ones I like on the album, but I wouldn't be mad if it's just all this too, because.
After the last two records, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
I haven't heard the album yet, so I can't judge what the record is going to be based on one song.
I wouldn't mind it being all.
But I wouldn't mind being more like this, because after the last two records, I think you need a little bit of a break.
And more of a pick-me-up now.
And more of a pick-me-up kind of album, you know what I mean?
I just wanted to say that because I feel like with Korpiklaani videos, we just kind of voice it as...
Even the video, if you think about the last two records,
they've all
the videos were all about like the story.
This was just
a little bit of more dark themes to the story. They were all very the videos itself. They were very thematic to go not just with the themes of the songs, but with the themes of the records themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you see this one.
Video.
It's like a Electric Callboy video there with all the neon lights and everything like that. Everybody having a good time.
Yeah.
So even the video, it's a huge departure from those more storytelling videos that came with those last two records.
Yeah, no, I was just saying because I feel like when we do Korpiklaani on the channel...
Don't get me wrong, I like both styles.
Same.
I like both styles.
Whenever we do Korpiklaani on the channel or in other bands, I feel like we always just say, I like it, and then whatever. But that's because the last couple of Korpiklaanis, we both like it, it's Korpiklaani, they don't disappoint, boom. But with this one, it just hits that part of my brain where it's like, I like this, I'm going to play the shit out of it on my phone.
It's a short track. It's like 3 minutes.
Exactly.
3 minutes and 20 seconds.
But it's not. But this, I think, this really showed me that it's not my favorite style of Korpiklaani.
Once again,
because I don't listen to this style of Korpiklaani very often. I normally listen to
what got us into Korpiklaani was songs like these. Those are the first ones that we kind of checked out on the channel.
True, but what got me to love the band
was the last two records.
The last two records,
Yeah. So I'm going to be honest with you here, and I'm going to say this. From a live standpoint,
these
songs always do really well.
Yeah.
Always do really well.
Even though
I've seen them live multiple. You haven't seen them live yet. This year you will.
I will.
I've seen them live multiple times, and I'll tell you right now, these type of songs live, because nobody's going to a concert to be like, it's not Catatonia. You're not going there to feel like depressed or to go through like an introspective moment. You want these kind of songs. You want to have a good time.
And that's where these songs I feel shine more. So I feel like I feel like the appreciation.
So you have to think about, like, material-wise, the last 2 records do not give you a lot of material like this.
Exactly.
So, like, I think it's time for them to release an album that kind of focus a little bit more on this and not as much on how the last 2 records went.
I would like there to be stuff that I'm more into, like what I fell in love with the band for. But even if it is all like this, I won't be mad.
Because you can still go listen to the other stuff, and some of the other stuff will still be on the set list, I'm sure.
Exactly, and I think live, I think the appreciation I don't give for this stuff, which I do give appreciation, but what I'm saying is, like, the love that I don't have for this compared to the other, live will be the opposite. Because live, I feel like I'll love this 10 times more than the other stuff. Because the other stuff, you need that setting, you need this certain, you can't go from one song to this one.
And in the last 2 records, I really feel like both of them almost force you to sit down and listen to the whole album from start to end, because there's just the journey that you're taking. I mean, it's not just because of the themes, but because of the way the songs are constructed and the way the record is put together. It demands from the listener to really sit down and go through the album.
Yeah.
My humble opinion. If you have a record more with these songs, that's just not the case. You can listen to 2 or 3 of these tracks and walk away and then come back to it again. So you digest the album differently. But I think right now, considering what they've done across the 2 previous records, having an album that perhaps focuses a little bit more on this, it's almost going back to the roots. And then
I also think I think it's a good thing.
And that's assuming that we're making a huge assumption here, which is that the whole album is going to sound more like this.
Which I think it's, for as much as I like other that other style, I think it's a really good idea if it was to do all like this, like more of a party style Korpiklaani, because I feel like that's needed after the last 2 records.
And I've never done this exercise, but if you go on Spotify or if you go on YouTube, what are the songs that have the most plays by Korpiklaani? Probably it's more songs like these.
Yeah, probably.
From their earlier days. So maybe that is also playing a role in, like, hey, you know what? It's kind of time to, like, release some more of these party songs. Back. Yeah. And they did a few covers of Beer with the other bands coming in. I think Ailstorm was in one of them and whatever. And all of that is cool, but it's just like you're just kind of revisiting the same song over and over again. I like that this song has that same vibe, but it's not about alcohol. At least I don't think it's about alcohol. I mean, I don't understand the lyrics, but I assume it's not about alcohol.
Maybe it's about, like, drinking alcohol in the sauna.
In the sauna, maybe. So that's always a good thing, because every time they release a song that's about drinking, I always see the comment sections. Surprise, surprise, another drinking song from Korpiklaani. Listen, that's like complaining that Fintroll is releasing another song about trolls.
Or the Ailstorm is releasing another
song about pirate song. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, come on. Like, what do you guys expect? Like, what do you want? What do you want from these people? Let them do what they do. Now, one thing I want to mention to you, I don't know if you noticed this, but do they have a new violin player? It doesn't look like the same player from before.
I didn't notice, because I also haven't seen the violin player in a while.
It doesn't seem like the same guy. I gotta go do some research on Google. Maybe they changed. Maybe
the drummer didn't seem.
No, the drummer's the same drummer from the last record.
Remember, we were like, we love his energy and shit. And he was also doing the same. I think this also kind of fits his energy a little bit.
It's kind of hard to be energetic in a song that's very melancholic.
Well, he was doing it.
But even though he was still doing it.
He was still doing it.
But that's just his. That's just who he is. That's just his personality. But I have a feeling they changed the violin player, which is like, I must have missed the memo, because either that or he completely changed his look. Like, where is his white pants and his white shirt? In his hat, like where's like those were like, that's his image.
That's like, that's the gimmick.
Like unless he's gone through like a makeover and he's changed his gear because white is not cool anymore. Like I don't know. I gotta go do some research, because it's like it doesn't look like him. It could be him.
Could be.
Maybe
him.
he's just dressed differently. But anyway.
See what you're doing to this man.
You're getting me all nervous here. Now I'm gonna have to do some research.
Where's your white pants?
And shirt.
And shirt.
Normally he's all white.
Yeah, but maybe if he has one of the piece, maybe it's like less of the
that's true.
The worry.
That's I'm concerned now. I'm concerned. But anyways, whoever it is, they delivered anyways. That violin solo followed by the accordion solo, I love that shit. Nobody does it better than these guys. When it comes to that, I fucking love it. And in these party songs, they work really well. You know what I mean? Because it's jovial. It makes you want to move. It makes you want to vibe with the vibe of the song. So these more fun tracks, when you have that accordion and the violin solo, just adds to the whole atmosphere. Mm-hmm. It's like a campfire atmosphere. When you think of hanging out with your friends, camping, there's a fire, you know, you're playing songs or listening to music, you want to have a good time, this is what you play. You know what I mean? You're not going to bring out some, I don't know, draconian. No. Like, that's not what you want to play around that time.
No, you want to
have a good time.
Yeah.
Draconian is for the end of the world. Like, you know, when you see the meteorite passing through the atmosphere and you're like,
turned on Death Come Near Me. And then
we're all going to shit. Boom. The good news about that is at least you're not dying alone.
And at least you're not dying with bad music.
That's true too. All right, on that note, guys.
Do you ever think about, off-topic thing, it's a weird question because I keep seeing
End of the world playlist?
No, I keep seeing it on my For You page, but like someone got into a car accident and he's like, if you had a question on does the radio stay on when you're in a car accident, it does, and it's keep playing Drake. But like, if you got into an accident, what song do you think would kick onto your playlist right then and there?
If I had a car accident?
Yeah.
I don't want to know because with the luck that I've had these days, fuck, I don't want
with car accidents too.
I don't want to fucking jinx it. So let's just keep it. Let's keep it real. Let's keep moving. All right, guys. On that note, thank you very much for everybody that voted on Patreon. Thank you for watching this video. Hit us up in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts on this brand new single from Korpiklaani, and we'll see you all at the next video.
See ya.